been that long. Merry Christmas, guys.
Did you get to open the presents you got?
Yeah, I bought some terrific presents. I drank it all.
Already?
Not yet. Yeah, later.
Is everybody available?
Yes. Yes.
Can you name the starters?
No. You'll know soon.
Doc, when Pat is out, he missed was that last game. What do you guys miss from him?
You know, I wish I knew. We obviously miss his intensity. We miss his voice. You know, just calling out the coverages. I think he also holds everybody accountable. And he may be the best point guard rebounder in the league, you know, and so we got crushed on the glass. I mean, a lot of it was through our zone, and a lot of those are those long rebounds that require toughness, and that's right up Pat's alley. And so I think we missed a lot from him.
What's made him this ferocious rebounder? Was he always that way over the years?
He's always been a great rebounder. Obviously, you know, what you're learning is with the better team, he becomes a better rebounder because not as much attention on him to go get him.
Doc, how different is the buzz when you guys play now as opposed to your previous years here?
Oh, it's better. You know, for the first time, I think. I mean, we had some good teams with Blake and DJ and CP and all those guys, but it's definitely a different, you know, especially at home for our home games. You know, you just feel like for the first time we actually have a arena full of Clipper fans for the most part, even when the opponents are coming in town and even on the road, we feel like there's times when there's a lot of Clipper fans. So it's definitely changed. It was, you know, our goals when we got here to do that, and I think that has definitely happened. It's a good feeling.
Does that buzz change your approach, or does it make it any more thrilling or exhilarating for as a coach?
No, it does nothing. It just you just appreciate it, you know. But as far as preparation, you don't do any changes.
Doc, you guys have the ability with Mo, Pat, Paul, to give LeBron a lot of different looks.
Yeah.
What's the hope in doing that and switching guys and not just having one guy do it?
Well, you almost answered the question. You know, giving guys different looks is just a different feel. You know, LeBron's a great player, and you give a great player one look or one body, as we say, he eventually will figure it out. We have the ability to go big, small, you know, and then we don't call and then Pat, you know, whatever you want to call him. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that plays into our favor over the long run.
What do you look for when you decide to make a switch? Like,
Oh,
how long is too long?
Just rhythm. It's not hard. Sometimes it makes a shot and you think, well, we're guarding them well. Sometimes when a guy gets a rhythm, we do it all the time. We switch the lineup, you know, just switch guys because, you know, where Mo has helped us the most this year is, for the most part, he started out on the best player on the other team. And that's allowed Kawhi and PG to get their legs under him, you know. I think we're coming into the part of the season now where we can start putting them on the best guys and let Mo be even better defensively as a roamer. So, you know, that's a good thing.
As your doctor, chemistry you hope for that you couldn't get in the preseason as it finally caught up?
No, I think we're ways away. One thing, listen, I love our record. I think we're not even near where we're going to be, in my opinion. And if we are, I don't think we're good enough. So I think we are going to be way better as this year goes on. I just do. You know, we haven't been together long. You know, yesterday was the official first day that every single player on our team practiced. You know, so we have a lot of building to do, but we want to win while we're doing it.
So now that you had that full roster, I mean, how does that change expectations?
My expectations haven't changed at all. I've had the same ones. You know, preparation doesn't change except for you put a different name now. You know, but then you'll see like some guys aren't going to play at all. Some guys will play less than they've been playing. And so now you have a chance for your chemistry to really start building, you know, and guys to understand their roles a little bit better. So I think that'll help us in the long run. It's just going to take a minute.
Well, how do you compare the duo you have with Kawhi and Popovich?
Completely different. I mean, you know, they're just completely different. You got a 5, a 4 in AD, you know, so a legitimate big that you can go down to. We have 2 perimeter players, so it's different. But they're all 4 great in their own right.
I don't recall in the last 5 years or so when you played much zone, but you are playing more this year.
Yeah,
What's changed? Why are you doing it more?
I just called Rex this summer and said, hey, listen, we have a switchable basketball team for the first time in my career, and we're going to zone. We're going to zone a lot. And we've been very effective. I thought the last game was the first time we were hurt by it because of rebounding more than anything else. But when you can put on a lineup with 6'7", 6'8", 6'10", 6'9", and everybody can guard the ball and switch, you do yourself favors at time playing zone. I'm sure my high school coach is rolling over in his grave right now. He thought zone was a weak man's game, But I think with this team, sometimes it's not even a zone. We just switch everything, and it looks like a zone. And sometimes we're actually in a zone.
How receptive were they to it, especially someone like Pat who wants to guard it?
Very, very much so. I was surprised by it because they look at it more of a switching defense in some ways than a zone. Some of the guys look at it as a zone. Some of the guys are still playing the high school zone where you just stand still. Those are the guys we're trying to figure out. Maybe try something else.
So you guys want everyone healthy, but how important is it to get Jamichael and his skill set back for a game like this, where switchability-wise?
It's important, but Jamichael, he's played one game, so I don't know how much he's back yet. So I think it's important for both teams to have everybody. Every time we play, it'd be great.
What are the challenges of going zone against a team like this that has so much?
You never know. That's what I'm learning. I haven't run zone a lot. So. I've consulted with every zone coach in college, I can tell you that. And it's true what they say. Sometimes you think you should in zone, and you do, and you're amazed what you see. Great shooting teams not looking to shoot. It's funny. And some teams you see are very comfortable against your zone, and when you see that, you get out of it right away. So you don't know. I'll let you know.
Can you give us a name or two or three?
No.
How much is the zone or playing it now about winning games now, or how much it is to see it so you can maybe use it?
Oh, everything is about later. Everything you do. It's about winning the game now, but learning what you can do, who you are. We don't even know who we are yet. No one does really, other than the teams like Denver that have been together. The Lakers are going to be way better down the road as well, and so will we. So we just right now, everybody's trying to figure out who they are or who they want to be.
When would you like to know that by? The 60s, 65.
It may come in the playoffs. Who knows? I don't have a date, but it's very important to find yourself at some point, for sure.
Do you usually know? Does it put for you?
No, some teams. Last year I actually knew before the season because I knew. I didn't look at last year as a team that was going to win the title, but I thought last year could be a team that's just going to be just a pain in the butt for everybody, and that's what they became. This year, you have an idea. We should be a great team. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a physical identity that you can lay your hat on every night. We're not far off from last year's team in some ways, but just more talented.
Speaking of last year's team, has it been an adjustment to go from underdog every night to being targeted every night?
No, I'd rather be targeted. That's easy. Yeah, it's no fun to be an underdog every night. What the hell? Walk in the arena, they have more knives and guns. That gets old. You want to have more sometimes, so for sure. Did I politically say something wrong with knives and guns? I was almost scared these days and times,
Does it make it harder to coach that
So I
team?
am anti-NRA, so for the record. No, go ahead.
Does it make it harder to coach that team when you're the favorite coming into most games?
No. You want to be.
I understand you want to be, but
No, absolutely not.
then comes expectations.
So what? Don't you want them, or do you want to live a life with no expectations? Is that what you're trying to do here? Tell me no. Please tell me no. No, this is different. Everything's a different journey. I keep getting asked this Boston question. There's no similarities. Boston was Boston. Those groups. Every team you have is different, and this team has to find its own journey and go on it and see where we end up.
Is there a type of player that can thrive off of having that target?
Pardon me?
Is there a type of player that can thrive off of having that target and that?
I don't know. Pat thrives on everything that has target, associated with it. So maybe him, but I don't know. It's a good question. It's probably our players who play better or worse under those circumstances, but I'm not sure who. All right, guys. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thanks, Coach.